around video first. Okubo Factory kitted 4-door R34. The street is right next to me, so it's probably a little loud. GTR front bumper and bonnet. I'm not on my shadow. I'm not sure about the fenders. The rear quarter has arches on them that I will get to, but the quarter panel itself is still original. It's got the, I guess the trunk lip and the rear bumper, lower portion of the rear bumper. All right, starting with the bumper, the whole car seems like it has a brand new paint job, and it's really a high quality paint job at that. I don't see any runs. In the front bumper itself, a little, that can probably be polished off. It's like, I don't feel it on my finger. I'm not rubbing it hard, of course. Other than that, like this is cracked right here. And the actual paint on it, I don't know, maybe it's overspray from this onto this. It's kind of like the black plastic, like I guess it's fiberglass. It has a texture to it, it's not so smooth, but it doesn't really match the lower lip. I think the lower lip was painted again because there are some like scratch marks on it, so maybe they repainted this but not this part, and it oversprayed. I just washed the car, so there's water puddled on it. Tiny scratch. Other than that, the actual bumper is in really good shape. I mean, it doesn't have the front emblem. I guess, I mean, people put a knockoff GTR emblem on it. The headlights need to be polished for sure because they're very yellow. But the hood lines up with the bumper nicely. The headlights line up, and they line up to the fender. A little bit of maybe it cracked at some point and it was just repaired, but it never broke. Driver's side fender, the clear turn signal or side marker is really nice, but you can see, I mean, the reflection in the paint is really good. It's got rock chips. Little scratch right, can't really, yeah, you can kind of see it there, but that could probably be polished out. I don't feel it. I'm not going to touch it with my claws. Maybe like some cat claws scratched it. Bonnet as well. I mean, look at the reflection of the sky in there. I see some water stains. You can see it right around here. But other than that, really high quality paint job. And if you come to the passenger fender as well, there's no blemishes on it, except the rock chips that kind of go up it there. And it has the same, I just noticed it has the same crack here. Going up mirror. No scratches, up the pillar, and the trim. I'll walk around to the other side. Wipers look good. The plastic here looks nice. I don't see any, I mean, there's some light rock chips, but there's no cracking. Going up the driver pillar, again mirrors. It's a super cold day out. It's windy. Roof as well. I mean, that reflection is amazing. I'll just finish up this side of the car. I mean, there's water running down here. The sun's not out to dry it so fast, but I mean, the reflection on the door, rear door, there's no creases. There is one dent right here. Let me see if I can get that in the. I mean, I can see it, but it doesn't really get. Kind of see where it bubbles in right there. Very small. Other than that, completely clean all the way down the side. We go around to the other side as well. I don't see any door dings, scratches, blemishes down the whole side. Side skirts are in good shape. You can see the reflection of the greens and the purples in there and the pearl paint job. I guess Okubo Factory does do a good job. My only negative complaint is they're just not good at handling customers. They don't answer their phone and don't respond to messages. But there's rock chips going up the fender well. But I mean, if they're doing a good job and they're super busy, I guess that's a good sign. They don't have time to deal with customers, I guess. If you look here, there's kind of like a swirling. See where it looks clean? I don't want to rub my finger on it, but I mean, that's not coming off. So maybe if it's polished, then it'll smooth that paint out, because it's kind of got a haze on it, I think. Okubo Factory sticker. Again, all of the seals are in perfect condition. Spoiler. I did only see one pressure crack, and it's all snowflake looking right here. See that? That's pretty much it. I'm not sure about the other side, but the rear as well, it's very clean. Let me check over here. Yeah, they don't have the pressure cracks on this side. It's completely clean. So over there, they must have lightly tapped something. Right here, there's kind of a dirt mark. Maybe that can be polished off. I'll try. Tail lights are in good shape. Truck open's fine. Sorry, it's gonna be windy. Yeah, outside is good. Volk Racing TE37 SLs. There's a blemish here. Driver front. Sorry, I don't know how loud that wind's going to be in the camera. Passenger front. And passenger rear. Alright, because the wind is so bad, I'm actually going to not record anymore for the day. I gotta move it back, so I'm just gonna do an engine start video while I'm at it. Radio's buzzing. Yeah, fires up nicely. It's cold, so the RPMs are holding high. Smooth. Definitely don't want to hit the Bentley. Alright, it is a different day now. It's a much colder day, but hopefully it's not as windy. And I do have a cold now, so hopefully my voice isn't too annoying, so I do apologize. I'm going to go ahead and do a cold start, engine running check, and I will do an electronics check as well. Make sure the heat works, because it's about 2 degrees Celsius outside. Left foot brake feels weird. Cold. meter swap, so it says 5,400 kilometers, but definitely is not that little. I'll go over the interior at that time, like with the worn knobs. Now, yes, there is no card. Okay, so there are some stickers in the engine bay that talk about oil changes and things of that nature, and they're all around 50,000 kilometers. Back in Heisei 26, now is the Daiwa 6, so that was about, I want to say 612 or 4, about 10 years ago maybe, because I think, anyways, Heisei ended on 30 or 31 when Daiwa started. Yeah, the RPMs, it's cold, they maybe are a little high. I've driven the car around the parking lot, you saw in the video. I do think the steering wheel feels heavy when I'm turning, but it's got big Volks on it, so that might be the difference versus the white sedan I did the other day. It was kind of easier to turn. Just something I noticed because I drove them kind of back to back. Let me go ahead and, just so you don't see my dead hands, I'm wearing some gloves. Let me go ahead and turn the heater on if I can and get that cranking while I blew dust everywhere. While I check the car, I'll turn the headlights on and the hazards for the time being. Check the horn. Oh yeah, that works. Alright, clear side marker works. Headlight, blinker, headlight, blinker. Side marker works. You hear the muffler. Sounds great. Cold morning, barely blowing any smoke or exhaust, whatever you would call it. Right in my face though. Blinker and taillights are on. Blinker and taillights are on. Turn those off really quick. I will do the mirrors and everything once I get back in the car. Engine running, no issues, doesn't make any sounds, it fires right up. There is no modifications done on the engine, just the muffler. I believe it has the factory downpipe still. That's why it's quite quiet and tame. Sounds great. All belts and fans are fine. Heat shield covering the turbo. Alright. I'll turn the engine off so we can go over what I see in the engine bay. Before I turn the engine off. Alright, yeah, it's already warm in the car, so heater definitely works. Well, take these gloves off. Yeah, the heater works. The radio is a factory radio. Don't know exactly how to turn that on and off. It says TV. TV open and close. I don't see a TV. These buttons don't do anything, so like it has a lid here. Anyways, I'll get to that. It's okay to turn the wipers on when the hood is open. Yes, wipers work. Mirrors in, no problem. Mirrors out. Windows down, no problem. That was a little slower. Back, both go down. Both go up. Now, some issues I've seen with the cars, if I lock it here, it locks them. Oh, I can see it behind me too. If I unlock it, unlocks them all, which is great. Adjustable mirror. Oh, that's the left. Adjustable mirror. Down, up, over, in. Switch to, whoops. Switch to the left. In, down, up. Yeah, the electronics I'll check out. Turn the engine off. All right, let's talk about the engine. No front mount, but factory intercooler. The headlights have been in good shape. They don't look like they've been cracked or repaired. As I mentioned, it's quite faded, but 50,000 kilometers. 52,000 again. It looks like the same sticker, same numbers. 56,000, and this one I can't read. So it looks like it was getting a lot of service done around the 56,000 time. That just says replace the timing belt. Doesn't say the timing belt has been replaced. I don't see any other indicating stickers that might say, you know, what kind of service has been done to it. Battery doesn't say the date. All right, so large open gap here because there's no intercooler. Bumper has been replaced. Hood has been replaced for the GTR look instead of the longer ER34 bonnet. But there is no signs of any rust. I mean, there might be, it's a little dirty down there, but I don't see any rust. This car actually came from Hokkaido, but it was at the Okubo factory, and I guess they opened like a factory in, or a shop, a dealer in Hokkaido, so they're sending a lot of their cars there now. So we actually had to pay to ship it from Hokkaido to Osaka. All right, right strut tower is completely clean. Now I know Okubo touches everything when they do their, if they do their full chassis repair. I don't know the extent of what they actually did to this. Driver's side strut did have a sticker that's been removed there, but all the hinges, you know, bonnet's been painted obviously, so that hinge is nice. Across the entire front, no issues. You know, even in or on the bolts, anything, it's just really nice. No leaking power steering fluid or anything. I don't know, it does look, sometimes I see a brighter fluid in there. I don't know if it's just the aged container, but that's quite, it looks quite dark, but no leaking issues. Around the engine, from what you can look down and see, I don't see any issues. Everything is clean. All the hoses are normal. They're not brittle. Fan shroud. The fan's cracked there. Nice to have the street on me. People honking. Cracked. Another crack. Cracked. And yeah, maybe you can get like a slim fan. The belts, I can't really look at a belt and say, oh, that needs to be changed unless it's really noticeable. I mean, to me, they look fine. So I know that, I don't know, but I think there is a leak from maybe the rear seal there. I will really have to, actually, not to make this video longer, but we can. So it was sitting here. Now I don't know if this is fresh, but I mean, this is where it was, so it may have a leak that we have to get addressed before shipping. Other than that, I mean, it's an excellent and condition car. I mean, I haven't washed it because I already did the exterior video, so. Everything looks clean. All right, last part I'm gonna check is the overall interior for you. Gas tank, trunk, see if those work. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's freshly painted. No issues there. Pops open fine. The spring, trunk. Again, no issues there. Freshly painted. All along the seals. I mean, this car is in super good shape. The liners are nice. Inside liners kind of, that looks really faded in the video, but it's not. There's scratches there, a wear mark there. But other than that, Nissan disc changer. It's got a pass through. I cleaned the entire car, but not the trunk, so it is quite dirty. It's got some brush marks and all down here, just from throwing stuff and pulling stuff in and out of the trunk. Probably, well, I don't want to say golf bags in a Skyline, but it's pretty popular in Japan. Yeah, and I know I checked under the carpet. All of the seals are in good shape. I don't have a flashlight to shine in there, but no issues at all. Yeah, for the value of the car, this was a really good deal. And dirt down there, some pins. Other than that, completely factory. It's got the factory tar, no signs of water. And the spare, I could remove that, but I can tell we don't even need to. The jack and everything is down here, so I guess they don't put it on the sides like they do the coupes. All right. Start with the passenger side door. Now, I didn't go in, I only vacuumed it. I didn't go in with the brush and a heavy cleaner. I will, to really get down in here where the people's grimy fingers go. I don't think this card is stained. It looks pretty good. No kick marks. Typical kick plate there. Again, I mean, right here you can see it's super dusty. I really got to get in and get that with a towel and a brush. Other than that, the carpets are in good shape. This is broken, but the actual carpet is not worn at all. Glove box. Scratch. And also here is a heavy buildup. I'm sure I can get that out. I'll do like a before and after for you. Passenger seat is quite dirty. The driver's seat is even worse. Of course, a steam cleaner is going to get this all up, but yeah, it's kind of dirty. Rear door the same. It's quite grimy in there. Kick plate, not so bad. It's got a big crack here. I'm gonna get that replaced. Let me pull that seat back up, sorry. Alright. Rear seats, still a little stained. This ashtray doesn't really look used. I don't know, because this is kind of cruddy metal, but inside is clean. Again, stains. Other than that, it's in good shape. Even here, armrest doesn't look like it's been used. Show you the door card on the rear. Again, dirty. I think that's just the Skyline plastic they use. It just didn't age well at all. But no kick marks. Kick plate 2 is in good shape. Not sure what that is, just a little stain. The seat. Carpets are good. Get in here, sit down now. I'll show you the, I mean, that's a really dirty backrest. You can see the difference in the color there. And I mean, how it looks on camera is how it looks in real life, I guess, too. It's quite worn here. I'm sure the majority of that will clean up if it's not too stained. Heavy scratch, but not broke on this side. There are some kick marks here. I haven't tried to wipe them out. I've only vacuumed with a brush. And there's like a wear mark there. Alright, steering wheel, it's worn here. It's got a scratch. It feels smooth. Again, I haven't wiped it down. Some scratches here. But other than that, the overall condition of the wheel is good. Gauges is fine. Replacement gauge. These are maybe sun faded and dirty from people's hands. On this side and this side, you can kind of not see the headlight marker anymore. That's all good. The AC vents aren't cracked. Dash is not cracked. That's for the ETC machine, which you can't use in America. But the dash itself is beautiful. As mentioned before, I don't know. There's a kind of a circle here. Maybe something was mounted. No gauge clusters, and I can't open this. But I don't want to force anything. I can't easily open it, I should say. Again, this plastic is so rough. The majority of the Skylines have it. It's so nasty to me. Doesn't clean up, and it holds dust really easy. So even if you wipe it down, the dust is just going to come back up. So a lot of people, put carbon wraps or replacements or just paint them. Compact disc. I don't know. Maybe this is aftermarket. TV monitor, I'm not sure, but this looks more factory, though it doesn't say Nissan on it. I mean, you can see the scratches, so it has been messed with. The shift is clean. The boot and the brake is clean. Some dirt. I've got the majority up with a brush, but it could still get touched up for sure. Very dirty in here. So I'm sure this was a smoker's car. I mean, even though I have a cold now, like, I don't see I don't smell like a charred smoker smell. You know, going up the pillars, I mean, it doesn't really look like, this is kind of stained here, but you know, with like tobacco fingers, it's kind of like there. Yeah. As mentioned, I'll try to get that up. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, this is going to be quite a nice ride. Nothing you need to really worry about. I'd get some gauges just for safety with the boost and everything. All right, man.